The before and afters are truly amazing.
Permanent teeth in just 24 hours sounds impossible, but Nuvia Dental Implant Center makes it possible. With us is Dr. Jordan Heimer. Welcome to Local on 2.
Well, thanks for having me.
First, briefly explain how dental implants are traditionally done and the challenges that patients face with this approach.
Yeah, so traditionally dental implants have been done one of two ways. So a patient would the first way would be that a patient would go into their dentist, they'd have their teeth removed, the implants would be placed, and then the dentist would put them into a set of removable dentures for a healing period while they waited on those implants to heal. And then they would connect them up to the, to the denture to make them fix, is what we call them, and then make their finals from there. The second way would be that a patient would go in to the dentist, have their teeth removed, the implants placed, and then they'd have a temporary prosthetic made of some flexible material attached to those implants for the healing phase of 4 to 6 months. And then once again, you'd restart the process all over to get that final set of teeth. And the challenges with that is nobody wants to have a movable set of teeth in their mouth, right? Nobody wants to be at work and afraid of those dentures flying out of their mouth, or be at a family function. And then with the second way is the flexible materials can break, and they do on a regular basis. And so we wanted to remove that fear from patients, and that's kind of what led us to discovering our process.
So then what makes the Nuvia same-day permanent teeth process so unique, and how does it differ from some of the methods you've just talked about?
Yeah, so at Nuvia, if you come to a Nuvia Dental Implant Center, we place the final permanent prosthetic the day after your surgery. So we remove all of the temporary phase. The mouth, all the structures in there, they don't love change, right? And you go to the dentist, you get a filling, they say, hey, tap, 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 and they adjust it, and then the next day you're like, man, this thing still doesn't feel right. Well, if you put a patient into a temporary for a number of months, they get used to that feeling, and then now all of a sudden, now you got to go back and rechange everything to a final. We decided, you know what, we're gonna skip that. We're gonna put the patient in that final smile and allow them to really adapt, and they don't have to worry about their teeth falling out or the prosthetics breaking throughout the life, through the life of their procedure.
I love that Nuvia provides 3 providers for each patient: a certified registered nurse anesthetist, or CRNA, a surgeon, and restorative doctor. Why is this team approach so important?
Patient safety and experience are of utmost importance when, at a Nuvia Dental Implant Center. And I've been doing this for a while, and I've done all 3. And, when you're trying to manage the surgery, the sedation, and the restorative, it can get really stressful, and it doesn't always lead to the best outcome for the patient. And so when you come to a Nuvia Dental Implant Center, we have a CRNA or an anesthesiologist that's monitoring your care while your surgery is being done. That allows the surgeon to focus on their job solely, and they can really provide the best surgical outcome for that patient. And this procedure is really a restorative procedure that has the surgical component in there. So we bring in a doc that is really focused, and they know where to put the teeth best for function and aesthetics for this patient. And that doc guides the rest of the team through the process. Having all 3 of those providers in-house really lets them each focus on what they're best at, and it provides the best outcome for these patients.
Now, you shared with us a patient's reaction to their beautiful new smile. Let's take a look.
Open your eyes.
Oh my gosh. Such tears of joy, doctor. How does this touch your heart?
Like I said before, I've been doing this solely now for about 5 to 6 years, and I train a lot of our docs at our centers now, and I still, every time we open a new center and that patient gets that smile and tears, it hasn't changed the way it makes me feel. Nobody goes to their dentist and gives them a hug for giving them a filling, right? Like that's not a fun day for anybody. But when you really get to change a patient's life for the better and give them that dream that they've been looking for their entire life, it makes the job so worth it.
Doctor, what would you say to those watching who may be nervous about going to the dentist or afraid that this procedure could be painful?
Well, I'll tell them that I'm a dentist and I hate going to the dentist. It's just not a fun experience for anybody, right? And so, but that's why we provide a CRNA or an anesthesiologist. So day of surgery, the only thing those patients are going to feel is that IV. After that, they're going to drift off to sleep and they don't remember it, and a lot of them will come in the very next day when we're going to place the teeth and they're like, man, I don't remember a thing. And so they get to stay comfortable throughout the process. They're asleep for the surgery. And that feeling of knowing that, hey, I'm not going to remember this, and is a very comforting aspect to the procedure.
So if someone watching right now is considering dental implants, what would you say to them about starting their journey with Nuvia?
I would tell them to go visit nuviasmiles.com/newstv and fill out our 60-second quiz. That may tell that may tell the patient if they're a candidate. If so, we'll reach out and invite them in for a scan and a consult to discuss their options.
Doctor, thank you so much about educating us on this subject.
All right, thanks for having me.
Back to you.
Thank you, Sylvia. Again, here is that website. Visit nuviasmiles.com/newstv. Take the 60-second quiz and find out if you might be eligible for permanent teeth in just 24 hours.